Hey guys, how's it going? Today we've got something slightly different for you because we need to vent about something once and for all. Yesterday we got a little angry at the large amount of news that came out about the Dualsense on PS5. Now if you happen to live on Mars and you don't know what we're talking about, it turns out that the controller is giving a lot of drift problems. That is, one of the joysticks keeps moving the character on screen without touching the controller. If you have a Nintendo Switch, you know perfectly well what I'm talking about. Well, now the people at PlayStation, after laughing a lot at Switch fans, are having the same problem.
Really?
But if you have a PS5 and this is happening to you, you should know that it is covered by the guarantee. So do not hesitate to contact PlayStation support so that they can help you.
Do you understand?
Yes.
What we don't like about this is not the problem itself because, you know, these things happen. But what tires us is the large number of YouTubers who are already spewing shit because of this. Yes, it's something that Sony hasn't done well, but to go from there to insulting people for wanting to buy a PS5 and laughing at them, yeah, the world has gone mad. The thing is, in order to have an opinion, you need to have some knowledge, and that is what I want to talk to you about today, because this topic of console wars has us a little fed up, and we want to give you our most sincere opinion about it. We know that not everyone will like it, but these YouTubers who do nothing but criticize without backing up their arguments is something that is becoming very boring now. Yes, many of you will say we do the same thing with Cyberpunk, but show us a video in which we criticize it without giving the facts. Oh, and by the way, please don't just comment the title of this video, because that's something we didn't say. That's why the quotation marks are there. This isn't going to be a video defending the PS5, nor the people of Sony, much less Jim Ryan, in the same way that it's not going to be a video saying that Xbox is the best, or that consoles are shit and everyone should just have to join the PC master race. Not at all. We just wanted to talk about it because we're a little tired of how some YouTubers criticize others because some say that the PS5 is shit and others say the opposite. To see the war for clicks is business as usual on YouTube, but at what price? Even if Xbox and PlayStation congratulate themselves on their successes and achievements, who the hell are we to criticize anyone because they like one console more than the other? The problem with this generation of consoles came when both Sony and Microsoft said they were going to release their consoles in almost the same time window. If one console had been released at the end of last year and the other at the end of this, possibly there wouldn't have been so much discussion. But the problem has been, as in all areas of life, the comparison. There, we all agree that the Xbox Series X is much better technically than the PS5. So what? In this world, there are always going to be better things than others. A Bosch dishwasher is going to be much better than one of an OK brand. Samsung's phone is going to be better than an Alcatel. A Mercedes car is going to be better than a Kia. And subscribing to Zoomin games and hitting the bell will always be much better than looking for the news on your own, right? Do it, mate. It's free. Going back to consoles, technically, even the craziest PS5 fan knows that Series X is technically much better. And here we all stand for the love of video games, and as much as many of you want to pigeonhole us, at Zoomin Games, we're on the side of video games, and we don't care if we play them on PlayStation, on an Xbox, on a Switch, or on a PC, as long as they're good, and most importantly, they give us a good time. The console war is something that lives among fans who seem to spend their lives defending one side or the other, and we're all old enough to know what we like, and that doesn't mean it has to be the best. Many of these YouTubers say that the PS5 is made with bad materials, crappy plastic, etc., comparing again with the X series. Personally, I do believe that they have a worse finish, but that doesn't mean that they are bad, much less that they are shit, as many people say. Just a different way of creating something similar that aims to let the fans enjoy it. End of discussion. So why do both consoles cost $500 or euros if they are so different? Does Sony want to scam us? Nope.
No! God, please, no! No!
It has already been made public on many occasions that the creation of both consoles is higher than the retail price. That is, both companies lose money manufacturing the consoles. That is something that has been going on for a long time in the industry, and it's something that does not come as a surprise to anyone. But how stupid are those idiots at Microsoft and Sony if they lose money selling consoles, right? Not at all. In fact, it is totally the opposite. And in this sense, it was one of the few good moves that Sony made leading up to the launch. So many times we told you about how badly they had done with pre-sales, at their launch events and so on. But one of the good things they did was wait for Microsoft to reveal the price of the Xbox before they revealed theirs. Why?
Good question.
They knew that they were going to launch a console that in performance was going to be somewhat less to Series X, but they also knew that the legion of PlayStation fans is much broader than that of Xbox, and by simply matching the price, they were going to achieve their objective. As of December 31st, they had sold 4.5 million PS5s worldwide, around 300,000 more than PS4s in the same time frame, and lack of stock remains a problem today. The same goes for Xbox, but they have sold much less. And the shortage creates a need for many people to buy a new console. From the marketing point of view, this lack of stock is very positive because it creates a hunger in us. Why? Maybe you should ask Freud.
Oh my God!
By this I mean that people buy what they want, and the war of whether PlayStation is better than Xbox is something that happens between certain brand fans who seem to get a discount every time they defend the brand they like, tooth and nail. Because at the end of the day, you gotta do what you're gonna do. And if that means buying an Xbox over a PS5, then so be it.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
But let's get back to that console build price. If they lose money for every sale, why do they make them? Because in the same way that happened with the PS4 or the Xbox One, they have their eyes on the long term, and the money they earn with those subscriptions to PS Plus, Game Pass, Live Gold, PS Now, and of course in the sale of games. That's the standard right now in the industry, and that's why they are putting so much emphasis on it. The PS3 was excessively expensive at its premiere, €600, but you did not have to pay to play online. You paid a little more than it cost to manufacture it, and then on top of that, they earn more for the games sold. They're a company, and companies are designed to make money. Otherwise, it would be a shitty company. Both PlayStation and Microsoft have their own store, and that is where they take a good part of the profits that they show at the end of each quarter. Pop quiz. Why did we tell you from the first not to be stupid if you wanted to buy a PS5? You should buy the disc version and not the digital version, even though it costs €100 more? Because while the prices in the PS Store are and will continue to be held at the launch price, in physical stores there are a lot of offers. But currently the game that you all like so much, insert smiling emoji face here, FIFA 21, costs €69.99 in the PS Store, while it can be found in stores for €32. What a difference, right? The thing is that if you want to buy it on your digital PS5, you have to go to the official store, no ways about it. Yes, from time to time the PS Store has offers, but for a limited time. Leave us a like for the tip, we deserve it, come on. Oh, and we don't want to talk about the €10 raise in games prices, but the price gouging is real. The clearest case of that is the Nintendo Switch, another console that loses money every time they sell a device. But what happens then? Animal Crossing sells 31 million copies in less than a year and books a profit that more than compensates for what you lose from the sale of the console. That's worth it, don't you think? What's more, the Xbox Series X or the PS5 could perfectly come out at $400, and the companies would continue to have even higher profits because they would sell even more consoles and therefore more games. It's a lot of text today, right? We simply wanted to give you our opinion for once on this absurd war between gamers that should be united by video games and not by who has or who we think has the best console. At Zoomin Games, as we told you, we're video game lovers and not device lovers. We're sincere. So, put on face masks if you go out into the street and give us a glorious like if you also hate console wars as much as we do. See you sooner than you think. Bye!